Hi, I'm Maxx.
I'm Allie with the Side of Beauty.
Happy Thursday. Nothing.
I'm excited though. Like, I feel like this is the first day in a while that I'm like really excited to put makeup on. So,
Yeah,
but
good.
hopefully it's not too loud. I have a house full of company, and Riley, my dog, is currently in here too because she's radical with everyone. So she's hanging out with me today.
I got both dogs sleeping next to me, so hopefully they stay good.
They start barking and then she starts barking.
Oh yeah, it'll be the whole thing. That'll be
man.
lovely. I seriously need to trim my bangs. They're like so long.
These are like very interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't like the glowy products. Like I tried to get into it. I was like, okay, these are interesting. And then I bought that one from Sol de Janeiro, and it was like a disgusting film on your body.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do it. But with like I feel like I like this concept better because it is in stick form. You don't have to like pump it in your hands and then wipe it all over you, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I was just like so confused. I was like, what is this? Like, is it, at first I was like, is this like a bronzer like type of balm for like for your face? And then I realized like it was like for your body. But then you have like those like, it's supposed to be more like a bronze like highlight look, but I don't know, just some of them are so weird to me. Like, I know that's supposed to be like a gold, but it's just like so yellow. I don't know. The shades are just kind of weird to me.
And I wonder if it goes on like that pigmented or if it's just the swatch sake and it's like a sheer
Probably
colored shimmer.
Yeah, I would assume so. And I don't know, I just felt like it was kind of like different for Lime Crime too.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I saw the brand.
It almost looks like a soul body moment or like something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I like the innovation. I just don't know if it is a necessary product in my personal collection. I feel like if you guys are into like that shimmering body products, then that would be 100% like I'd say try it.
Yeah, for sure. And like we said, there's like a lot of shades going on here, and it is already available and they're $25 each. A new putty primer from e.l.f.
See, I'm kind of excited about this because I use their regular putty primer,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that it's an acne fighting putty primer, I feel like anybody with acne could be excited about this.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, I know, like, it has, like, ingredients in it to help or, like, fight acne, but, like, I'm wondering, like, if this one, I don't know, I just feel like usually when there's, like, acne-fighting products, a lot of the time it, like, kind of dries your skin.
Yeah, I can agree that that sometimes happens, but there's, shoot, who is it? Cover FX, I think, makes an acne one, and I loved that one back in the day. I haven't bought a new one, but that one never dried out my skin, but I liked that because I personally, with sensitive skin, acne-prone skin, primers is what tends to break me out the most, and I'm so sensitive to them. So I really enjoyed that they had a product like that and that it didn't break me out. So I'm wondering if this would be just as good.
Yeah, and I mean, way more affordable, too.
Oh, yeah.
Being at $9, but, yeah, I like the original one. I feel like I don't know, it took me a minute to, like, really like the formula, I guess. But it's just not something that I reach for too much because I'm just so into, like, super hydrating ones.
Yeah, I can agree. It took me a second. At first, I loved my Tatcha one way more, so I didn't reach for it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, man, I have this and I need to start using it. And I think it was like a month straight that was all I used. And then I was like, I actually like this.
I guess that's how to fall in love with products. I'm also wondering, since it's like green, I wonder if it like, I guess I could just like look at the description,
With
but
redness.
yeah, because usually green products really help with that. It does say
Yeah.
minimize the appearance of irritated skin.
Yeah, because
So.
I know Dr. Jart makes green products that reduces redness, so
Mm-hmm.
this will probably be extra good for me. I kind of want to try it. Not gonna lie. I just realized that I have food in my teeth, and I hope that wasn't noticeable. That's gross. I had I don't even know what it'd be called. Basically, like a spinach and cheese hot pocket this morning.
Yeah.
So I had spinach in my teeth. Y'all are welcome. You got to share breakfast with me. So this one, like, I wasn't in love with the color story, like, right off the bat.
Yeah.
But I looked at the name, and it was like, what, plant something? Yeah, the Plant Fanatic. And I was like, it is kind of earthy vibes. And I really like the other palette that I bought from them. So I was kind of considering it. But looking at the swatches, I'm just like, I don't know if I love this one.
I'm kind of the same way. Like, I like where they're going with everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the being able to like fully recycle your packaging and stuff like that. But I don't know, like I do like some of the grungy shades in this palette, but then I feel like the rest of it is just kind of boring.
Yeah. I think the green is like the one that I like the most.
Yeah.
I've been liking green. But for me, it's like this, it looks like it's plastic. Their last one was cardboard and fully recyclable, which I can get behind. But making a fully recyclable plastic isn't 100% recyclable. It doesn't fully break down. So if it is, then I feel like they cannot say that I feel like they're going a little bit backwards.
Maybe, but I think it may also be one of those things where it's like where you recycle it to, maybe they can like recycle the plastic fully and you know turn it into other things is maybe like what they're getting at. But I get what you're saying too is like eventually, you know,
Right.
it's not going to be able to like break down.
Plastic sticks around forever. You can't get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
But the only thing, like, I understand, I think maybe why they changed it, because I have the cardboard one, and because it's fully recyclable, I'm like, okay, I'm fine with it, but it is kind of like
cheaply
really
made.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like cheap, and it doesn't sometimes fully close all the way, and it's like, all right, I paid how much? Like $45 for a cardboard box.
Yeah, that's where it's kind of hard too, because it's like, I mean, I have that one too, and it's like the formula is really nice, but it's like there's a lot of brands out there that have really nice formula and really nice packaging, and you're paying around the same, you know?
Right.
So you would think that you would have a little bit of like a money cut there as well with having like.
That's what I was thinking. Like, if you're going to make fully recyclable packaging and a lot more minimalistic and cheaper packaging, then your prices should reflect.
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
Which does it say? It doesn't say how much this one is.
No, I didn't see a price.
I say $45 for the last one, but I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I can say that one went on sale real fast.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I got it on sale, so it was like more worth it for me, but from like straight out of like their new launches, I feel like a lot of the time they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, I purchased it during the fall sale, I think it was. So I got 20% off of it, and it had like just released, but I was really intrigued in it. And the shimmers in it, like, I love those.
Yeah.
The mattes are a little like, so you kind of have to play with it a little bit and put on your mattes before the shimmer, because if you put on a shimmer and then try to blend a matte in like the corner or something, it'll like blend it away.
Okay. I've done like very minimal looks with mine.
Yeah. You kind of have to play around with it, but the shimmers are awesome. And they've got like, now that you have it, you can understand what I'm saying. It's like the shimmers almost have like I don't know if it'd be like an oil base or like what, but they have a feel where it's like something's in it.
Yeah, but
that was super intriguing.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, I'm definitely interested in future things. I just feel like this one's just a little boring.
Yeah, I think it's the shades for me. And I haven't seen the price yet, but I hope it reflects their minimal packaging.
Yeah, I agree. The blushes are pretty new too. And they look to be like a serum blush, but it does say buildable, easy to blend, shimmer
Yeah.
free, which I'm kind of excited about. It's nice to have like a more of just like a matte. But the thing that I liked about this one is usually when you see these like really um, thin formulas that are more like a serum, they're even if you build them up, they're still like so sheer. Where this one says punch of pigment.
Yeah. See, it says they're like a liquid gel, which is kind of intriguing to me
Mm-hmm.
because I have shoot, is it called like Sephora ink gel or something? It's like a cheek stain and it's one of my favorite blushes. I love the formula, so I was kind of curious if this was like that.
Yeah.
And then their shades are super vibrant, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I kind of want them.
I do feel like it's like a little steep at like $26 per
Yeah, they
blush.
don't look very big.
But I do know usually cream products like that, and if there is a lot of pigment, I'm sure you use like the littlest amount. I don't know. Yeah, I think the shades are really pretty.
I do too. I like the like more purple one all the way to the right, and then I like the like bright freaking fuchsia magenta color.
Yeah. It is
I
kind of
get
like
that.
one of those things where it's like, these again, it's kind of like they're a little late to the game, but
Yeah, I know. I think people are just tired of seeing the same stuff released.
which is understandable. Just kind of gets boring after a while. Speaking of which,
Yeah. Color pops irritate me, and like I was like always praising them, but with their releases, just keep popping up, and like
Mhm.
now they're even smaller. They've been coming out with quads. They've been coming out with these, and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
just stop.
Yep. And these really did have potential. I just don't understand, like, I don't know, when I first seen the packaging for these, I was like, okay, this is gonna be really cool. And I even like the Luxe glosses with them. I think that is such a cool idea. But then you look at the palettes and it's just like, did they not realize like how underwhelming those look?
Yeah, it's like the packaging is super freaking bright, and then the shades are like
Mm-hmm.
brown.
And I get like they're really affordable. On these, I just had to look them up. I think these are available by now, but I didn't have like a price on them at the time. But I did get on their website and seen that their 5 pans are normally $10, and then their Luxe lip oils. Oh, and those are lip oils. Are $8, and I've heard really good things about them. But
Correct.
and I like how it looks. Like it looks like a jelly lip moment almost. And I feel
With
like
the
they pair yeah, they pair really well with like the palettes. But yeah, looking at those palettes, like I get what they're trying to do. It's almost like for people who are scared of colors to just kind of have like that little bit of like a pop of color. But it's like we have so many palettes like that already. Like they could have gone full force like 3 neon palettes. And again, I know we would probably be like that's a lot like Huda Beauty's.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like this had so much potential that I even had to grab this that I seen in someone's stories. What it could have been. And like look how fun those are.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
can
I
agree.
I get like they're still like another ColourPop release and it's like how many do you need? But I just thought that this was like pretty creative and yeah, it's from ColourPop Me. I wanted to kind of shout them out, but I seen this shared in somebody's stories and I was just like exactly. Like they could have had so much more potential than just like cuz I mean you look at that and even though like I don't know if I would personally like jump on those, the bottom one I think is kind of cool.
Yeah,
But looking at those and then looking back at the originals,
it's brown.
it's just so boring. Again, you guys are going to hear me say that probably over and over again today because I'm just like so bored with so many of these
Yeah,
releases.
there's a lot of releases that are just like, why? Like,
Yeah.
I think it would have been cool if they would have came out with like their, um, are they 12 pan or like their bigger palettes, uh, like the Disney size.
Yeah.
If they would have came out with like a whole neon, vibrant kind of palette, I think that would have been a lot cooler.
Yeah, I agree. Just like all in one.
Right. And then you don't have to buy these little, like, say if you wanted green or pink, like, you wouldn't have to buy, like, a bunch of little tiny palettes. You can get a full-on palette with a bunch of neon colors.
And you know, that's kind of what I want to know too is like, who is asking for these 5 pan palettes still?
Right?
Like, I don't know why they are on such a kick with these.
Like, I can see why brands like Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath do it because they charge $100 for their full-size palettes. But when a brand like ColourPop does it, it's like your palettes are already affordable. Just give us a big palette.
Yeah.
And put the same effort into the formula as you do your 9-pan palettes.
Mm-hmm. And it's
That's
almost
all I'm asking.
it's almost like they just like want to be like, yeah, we can do that size palette too. But it's like we get that, like that's great that you can do that, but we don't want that.
No, it's like you already had a good thing going, and now you're just kind of like beating it to death by changing so much and like trying to do other things. And then it's like their newer stuff, their formulas haven't even been as good as their older formulas.
Yeah, and I just wonder like how much it keeps changing. Like, I don't know, I just really haven't had the interest to even buy one of these.
I know, I don't. I have my Natasha Denona one that I wanted so bad, and I think I've used it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Because you're so limited to what you can do with it.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, this one kind of like, I don't know, it's so hard because like I really actually like the idea of this. Like, I know a lot of people are tired of Disney things and I get that, but I forgot what luxury brand it was, but they started coming out with like different Disney compacts and they were literally like $200-$300. And the Little Mermaid one, I was like, man, I want that one so bad. But I was like, I just don't think I can spend that much money on it. Well, they're doing the same thing here, but they're $125, which is still
too much.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's so tiny.
I mean, you don't only get the compact, you get the lipstick too in a set. It still is intense. That's like, I just don't understand the price point. And I know like with this brand, they go all out, so I get like it's gonna be really good quality, but it's still like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I do think
I've ordered from Besame before, and they give you like a whole newspaper that has like, it looks like a daily like New York release or something, and then it has like, it's themed with what the product is. So it is cute, and they do package stuff really nice, but I don't know. I still feel like it's a really hefty price for something that you're probably going to keep on your shelf.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's more so like the collector in me is just like, I want it. Like, I'm so excited to see what Ariel's is going to be. And I actually do think it's really cool that they're all releasing at different times so that if for somebody who does want to collect all of them, you know, it's kind of like spaced out a little bit. It's not like a full-on purchase all at once.
You'd be broke as F.
Yeah, I think if you collect them in general, you're gonna be broke. But I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be people
I could place a whole Sephora order for $125 of like different things that I want.
I know, that's the hard part, is thinking about like how much you can get
right
with that amount. And I think it also says, yeah, there's only going to be 500 units of each set. And they're like strict at limited one per customer, which I do think is really cool. So it definitely is more so like a collector's buy. But
another way they get you to buy it right away too is that it's limited, it's not coming back, and there's only a certain amount made.
But I mean, I feel like if you're like a diehard Disney fan and you like, you know, collecting this type of stuff, I mean, I think they're gonna sell really well. But I feel like it's one of those things where, like, for me, like, I'm like, kind of, like, wanting to see what Ariel's is like, but I don't know. That's the kind of word to, like, I'm kind of seeing here is that people are going to buy, like, their favorite princess or something like that, and then, I mean, you'll definitely have, like, the ones that are over the top that get all of them, but
Yeah.
I don't know, definitely a collector's type of ordeal. The first one though, Belle, is it already out maybe? I think it's already out. I think is what I've seen. And then you guys can kind of see the dates on like the rest, and it's also on Trend Mood.
It says 6/29, so not yet.
Okay, 6/29. Okay, but this month, and then it looks like there's going to be 2 every month until December. The last ones are in November.
Interesting. They gotta space it out so that way you get a payday again before you can buy the other one.
Yep, exactly. But I do think Belle's is really pretty though. It's like the stained glass moment. I think it's really cute.
Yeah, and the rose.
Mm-hmm.
It's very on Belle.
We have a new lip sleeping mask from Laneige, and I wanted to mention it because the scent.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand like a peaches and cream moment or something like that, but like peach iced tea. I don't know, but it's weird. It's kind of weird to me to be like a, not just like a scent, but like a flavor.
If I ever smell it, I want to smell the iced tea in it. Like if it just smells like peach, I'm gonna be upset.
It's just so weird to me though.
Like peach iced tea.
Yeah. They do always have that hefty price tag, but these like literally last forever, and they're one of my favorites.
Yeah, I still have mine, and it's probably way expired.
I have like a of the pink one. I just have like a sample one that I got. I think like an Allure before, and that thing has really lasted.
Yeah, I have a full size that I bought during one of the sales right when it came out, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I know when I got that one, I fell in love with the formula. I was like, as soon as I run out of this, I'm gonna buy the full size, and I still haven't ran out.
Well, I like that I can use it like a lip gloss because it looks really nice on your lips.
Oh yeah, I even wear it throughout the day too. I've always like wondered like why they always call it the lip sleeping mask, because I know it's supposed to be like an overnight treatment, but I'm like, I love wearing it throughout the day too.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be used the way that most people do use it and apply it like multiple times a day, but hey, whatever.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of intriguing. A tea flavored.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Okay, so we have a little bit of what's going on here. So we did talk about it in the podcast, like some beauty news type of ordeal where we went through like different things that were going on with brands and all that kind of stuff. You guys can still check out the podcast. But we talked about Ariana Grande coming out with her own beauty line, and she trademarked God is a Woman. But now I'm wondering, like, is that actually going to be her brand, or maybe she just trademarked it for this fragrance?
I'm going to say I hope it's just the scent, because I just feel like God is a Woman is such a weird brand name, and it doesn't flow. Like, Ariana Grande Cosmetics, I feel like would be better than God is a Woman.
I just feel like sometimes people, or like more recently, people want to be more original with it, since I feel like whenever a celebrity does start one, they always use their name, I feel like.
Right.
So maybe she just kind of wanted to like switch it up, but I don't know. It may just be for the fragrance. And I wasn't even thinking about that when we did the podcast, because she actually has a lot of fragrances after her songs.
I was going to say, doesn't she have that popular like cloud looking one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm breathing in my powder over here.
I forgot which one that one is. And I know she has one for Thank You Next.
Right.
And she has some other ones too, so. But it is a fragrance that's coming to Ulta Beauty soon. I think all of her other ones are at Ulta Beauty too. But Trend Mood still said that she has a trademark for her own beauty line that's going to include products like skincare, body care, mist, souffles, perfumes, shower gels, bath gels, and more. And what I seen was that it, like, the info may change. So it may even just end up being like a body type of, you know, brand, not just like a full-on like beauty, I guess, or like makeup.
I don't know. I guess I'm curious to see what she does with it, but
I'm actually really intrigued to try some of her fragrances though, because I
I've heard
haven't tried
nothing
any.
but good things about the one she has at Ulta. Like
Yeah,
everyone loves that one. I've never smelled it though.
I haven't either. All right, Hello Kitty. This is round 2 with ColourPop.
Yeah, round one was complete garbage. Let
Yeah, it
me tell
was.
you, when I saw that release, I even texted Allie right away. I was like, this is
Oh.
mine. I loved Hello Kitty like my whole life. I was like, I am getting this. And then the release came out, and I was like,
I'm not
this
getting this.
is hideous. Like, what were you thinking? Like,
Yeah, I think most people were like that with it. I'm not even like I never really was like a huge Hello Kitty fan. I was even like, what is this?
like you killed it. Like,
You had
no.
one job.
Right? And normally they do collabs pretty good, so I was super upset that they went like the most drab colors for such a bright like cartoon character.
Mm-hmm.
So this one I think should have been their original of release, and it would have been way better. But again, with the whole quads,
Yeah.
it's annoying me. Like it's the same thing they did with the Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks so much like that collection.
Right? It's like come out with a full on palette, and I would have been all over this. Like I would have been waiting just like the Lizzie McGuire release. And I don't know. I do like the blushes. I feel like I'm kind of considering getting those. But
Yeah.
I don't need a lip balm, I don't need a quad, and I don't need a lip scrub.
Your lip scrubs are actually really nice though. Which one is this? Pineapple Pop. Yeah, I don't know how much I would like that one though.
I'm allergic to pineapple.
Oh no. Yeah, I think you told me that because I'm pretty sure Axel is too. I tried it once with him when he was little. He broke out so bad, and I was like, never again. So we literally have like not had pineapple in the house since.
Oh, Billy loves it. He can eat it for days, and I'm like, do not kiss me. Way far away. Yeah, I don't know. This just like could have been the best thing ever, and ColourPop is really upsetting me.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on here, so I can appreciate that they're still going all out for their collections when it comes to like collabs. But it does like at the same time, it makes me like wonder like the next like I know you're excited because it's like Hello Kitty and stuff, but like their next collections, like I'm still crossing my fingers that maybe they'll get a hold of Friends or like Harry Potter or just something like that. And it's like, are they gonna do like this quad shit?
I know. That's what I've been excited for, like because Ulta keeps picking that stuff up, or like Makeup Revolution, and I'm like, I want to see ColourPop do it. But now that ColourPop is doing so bad with collabs, like and not taking time and effort anymore, I'm like, oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
ColourPop, just sit back, get your pen and paper and your notebook out, and take your time and make something good. That's all I'm asking.
We beg you. But yeah, like we said, a lot going on. 4 different palettes, 2 different blushes. There's 1 lip scrub, and then the lip balm, I guess, is a set. This one, oh my gosh, like I feel like I opened up my Instagram and this was like all I seen for like 2 days. Is that just me?
Oh my gosh, right? I'm gonna be honest, I've never heard of this person before.
I hadn't either. I'm just like I've fallen so behind on like keeping up with like the beauty world this past year. So I wasn't really sure who she was either. Like kudos to her. I think it's like a really cool collab. And I don't know if I've really seen like a lot of people collab with Glamlite.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember anybody doing that.
Yeah, so I mean that's really cool. But
I have wanted to try them.
I do too. I just feel like usually their palettes are so ginormous.
Right.
And even this, like the swatches are beautiful. So many colors in this palette are standing out to me. But I don't know. I guess I'm just more into curated palettes to where they're not like quads, but still small enough to where the color story really all goes together. But I feel like every time somebody collabs with the brand, it's always they want it all. they want everything. So you have your neutrals, and then it's like full on crazy colors, and I don't know. I'm just kind of like tired of seeing that with every brand collab.
Yeah, I was kind of curious at the price point because I thought that they had smaller palettes than this that were that price. Because isn't Glamlite usually pretty pricey, but their palettes aren't that big? Or my
I think some of them are, but they have some bigger palettes too. They're usually pretty good size.
I was gonna say $42 for that size of a palette. Like I spend $60 on the Norvina ones, so I like the palette price actually matches the size of the palette. And I don't hate the colors. Like I'm kind of glad that they're got some of the like duochrome and like interesting shades going on. But if I were to try Glamlite in general, I don't know if I'd pick this one up.
Yeah. I feel like if it was like an influencer that I did know more and stuff, maybe it would be. I think it is like I said, a palette. I feel like there's a lot of really pretty shades, but at the same time, I feel like it's one of those like overwhelming ones at the same time.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
I do feel like though, out of all of like these smaller indie brands that have done collabs with influencers, this is one of the first ones that I've seen from like a smaller brand that has come out with so much, because you have lashes, a highlighter, 3 lip glosses, and a full-on palette. So I do think that's pretty cool.
I think the highlighter, like, it looks cute in the pan, but when she swatches it, it looks straight like a silver eyeshadow, and I'd be super nervous to put that on my face.
I also think it's because Trinmood's pretty tan.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like more of like an icier highlight, but it pops even more on her skin tone.
Yeah, it could be. But like, I feel like with someone with a deep skin tone, they're just gonna look like they have a silver stripe on their face.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm happy for whoever she is because
I think it's a really cool collab.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen way worse collabs.
That's one way to put it.
As far as collabs go, she did pretty good.
All right. Oh, Makeup Revolution at it again.
Yeah, I feel like I just seen someone else do brows too, but I can't remember the brand. But was it ColourPop? Did ColourPop do brows?
I don't know. If they did, I think I missed it.
Right. Yeah, no.
So they went after. I was never like a big Bratz person. I didn't have like a lot of Bratz dolls or anything.
See, me and my cousin used to collect like every single one.
I was more so. Me and my sister were like into like the Mycene dolls. I feel like you either did the Mycene dolls or you did Bratz.
I was gonna say I didn't have any of those, but we had like everything I would get, she would get the opposite. That way we'd keep them all together in her basement and we'd have everything. Like this house, so I'd get this house, and like we made sure we didn't double up on anything.
Yeah.
And then by the time, we collected like a bunch, we got older and didn't care about them anymore. So then we gave them to my littler cousin. But yeah, it was a huge thing. Now that I look at them like nowadays, I'm like, those things are creepy.
Yeah, our like Mycene dolls that we have, we gave them all to like our little sister. So now even like when we go over there, they still have most of them. Like I look at them like, that was my favorite one.
Right. I liked how like the Bratz and everything all had like their own story.
Mycenes did too. Yep.
So I don't know. They were pretty cool back in the day.
But this is going off of 4 of the Bratz, and pretty much each Bratz here has their own palette, their own lip plump gloss, and a lip crayon to go with it. I don't know. I think they're all sold separately though. But what I found weird is why give each one of these Bratz their own palette and then come out with like a big palette too? Because there's like the palette in the center, And then they all have their each own. I'm like, they do the same thing with Friends, though.
I do think that it's too much.
Yeah, it really is. There's a lot going on. And then there's other stuff on top of that. And, like, I hate when there's, like, collab things like this. It's one thing to come out with, like, colored liners and stuff. That's one thing. But, like, coming out with, like, a black liquid liner and a mascara, I don't know. That just kind of, like, rubs me the wrong way. When it comes to, like, theme things. I'm like, why come out with a black mascara then? You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, it's another one that's kind of boring. Like, I don't know, the whole vibe of it. I feel like even if I liked Bratz, I would just kind of be like, this is kind of boring.
Yeah, I used to love Bratz, and I'm still not buying them.
The color stories are just not really there.
Things are so long. Like, there's no doing anything with them right now. I really need to cut them. So, Makeup by Mario. Still unintrigued.
I know. I mean, he's coming out with more base products now, but... Or, like, face products.
Yeah. I think that, if you're a makeup artist, I feel like you might actually really like his brand. I think it's just for me. It's not intriguing, and there's always a lot going on that, as a regular consumer, I'm just like, I don't need all that.
Yeah. I feel like his brand is really good for makeup artists when it comes to, like, I feel like he really hits the undertones and makes sure that there's, like, enough for everyone.
Right.
Or enough, shades and everything. But, yeah, it can be a little overwhelming for, like, a non-working, like, makeup artist. Like, if you're not working, like, on clients and stuff like that and you're just buying for yourself.
Right.
But I can say I'm kind of excited for some of these products, like, the, like, what is it, bronzer? The Sculpt bronzers, and then, like, the, cream blushes. But it's just, like, it's also, like, the price point when I feel like I have these formulas from other brands a lot cheaper that I really love already. So it's still kind of hard for me to, like, branch out and try.
Is he sold at Sephora?
I think so.
I can't remember. My hair is so knotty. Like, I probably should have brushed it. Couldn't even be bothered. Yeah. I do like that they have options. They definitely are more inclusive.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm done if you are.
Same.
I'll do a couple more this time.
Huge.
Oh, sultry today.
Wow. I have it full screen right now, so we're just like two huge heads on my computer. All right, let's do the rundown.
Yep.
So for brows, I did my proof, just brown because I bothered to grab a second eyeshadow palette today.
I'm still on my ABH Dip Brow Gel kick, so that's all I have on my brows.
And then for eyeballs, I'm way too excited that I got the new Norvina palette. I have issues. I have them all. I'll probably continue to have them all.
I'm still working there, though. But I did just order, I think it's the third one. Because I'm like, this year, I'm going to have it for summertime and fall time. Like, I have to have it. So I did just order that one. But
I really like that one.
I think need the fourth and the newest one. For my eyes, though, I use two palettes. I use the BH Beautiful in Barcelona palette. I really liked this blue. And then also the Through My Eyes, the I Love Sarah E Color Pop. I still love this palette for summertime. But that Flex shade is what's all like the shiny on my lid, and I love it. It's so good. It's one of my favorites.
That looks really good. I'm obsessed with that one. I did my KVD tattoo liner and my Bite mascara.
And I just did the Big Ego from Tarte mascara.
I didn't do primer today because, again, couldn't be bothered. So I just did my Dr. Jart Beauty Balm and my NARS Soft Matte Concealer.
I'm using the Juice Beauty Illuminating Primer, my Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer, and Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline concealer.
And I did my Makeup Forever Ultra HD setting powder, which is seriously an obsession lately. I've used it every single day. Like, and you know how long I've had this and like just left it there, and now I like put it down.
Don't you love when you do that and you just like leave products? You're like, I'm not gonna like that.
I have enough samples, enough open, and then all of a sudden you open a new one and you're like, oh, this is great.
I am using the Everyday Vacay from Ciate London. Oh, and bronzer. I use the Soul Body Bronzing Balm.
For blush, I use Ciate's Matchmaker.
It's so pretty.
You know, right? It's so cute.
I used Tower 28, Beach Please, and Power Hour.
Did you do highlighter? I didn't do highlighter.
Yeah, I just used a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then just a tiny bit. I haven't been using very much, but I just used the Forever one from KKW. Just a little bit. I feel like I needed a little today.
For lips, I did my Betty Boop and Ipsy lipstick in Mauve It Baby. It's really tiny.
It's pretty.
And then I put on top my Huda Beauty Lip Strobe in Shameless.
I used the Morphe spray to set my face, and then before we started, I just threw on this little lip gloss I had setting here from Kylie Cosmetics. It's a pink one, but you can't really tell. I covered it up with this liner from Jeffree Star. Dominatrix, I think is what this one's called. It's like, I think it was a sticker that came off, but it's like the really deep brown one. To pull together this.
I love me some brown.
Me too. I'm excited. I liked how my makeup turned out, even though like most of the products we talked about were boring.
I know. I feel like I use a lot of the same stuff lately, but at least I got to use my new palette, so that was exciting. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, I'm just like, I'm in such a basics mood, you know? I don't really want to full on glam it.
I've been feeling better though, so I'm excited to jump into more makeup. Finally.
Yeah. I know. I've been kind of the opposite. I've been like, do I want to do it today? I don't know. But I do like doing this because it gets me like, it gets me something. And when you have your makeup on, you're like, okay, I should do something today. I got ready. So then you're more productive.
Yeah, I agree.
But we hope you enjoyed today's episode of What's New in Beauty.
And you guys can catch us here next Thursday. Next Thursday. And on the podcast on Monday.
See you later.